Hello everybody, welcome to Champions Cup round 3. Winner of this is into the quarterfinals. We've got AndyDavo's Dorfs. He's got a pretty nice team, to be fair. He's got a Mighty Blow Pom, Guard, Juggernaut, Troll Slayer. He's got a Wrestle, Strip Ball, Tackle, Leader, Runner. Strength Up, Kick-Off Return, Movement, Block, Runner. Guard Mighty Blow, Stand Firm, Blitzer, Movement Up, oh no, Agi Up, Strength Up, Mighty Blow, Guard, Block, Blitzer. I swear he had a Movement Up Blitzer as well. Mighty Blow, Stand Firm, Guard. Just loads of skills basically. He's got another Pommer, so he's got 2 Pommer Troll Slayers. Absolute nightmare. 13 players, 3 rerolls. Against TomasT's Dark Elves. TomasT's Dark Elves look really, really good. Yeah, it's Michelle's thing. She's watching, so yeah, if you don't mind. Sorry, I didn't say anything. He's got Agi up, so Agi 5, movement up, Agi up, tackle, blodge, and then he's got an Agi up witch as well with leap, wrestle, strip ball. He's got a couple of guards. Wrestle dodge, blodge diving tackle, and he's got a pom witch as well. So all good. 1 bench. No real inducements, to be fair. Like, he's got a babe and that is it. There's no wizards, which is huge for Davo. And then the dwarves are pretty tasty as well, aren't they? So both really, really good coaches. Davo was in the final last season. TomasT's pretty much been in every chalice that I've ever remembered, always with Dark Elves. He did actually beat Dwarves in round 1. So he was tasteless. I think he played against tasteless 1979 or something like that. And it's a mean team. Like it's got ball sacky skills and stuff like that. The problem is there's just so much guard on the Dwarves that it's going to be really hard to no predictions. No, because everybody's seen this game already, to be fair. I assume everyone's seen this game. There is a blizzard, so I don't know who that actually favours more, to be honest. I guess it favours the Dark Elves as they're the faster team. But I mean, it's annoying for both players. Full shoal. So just a couple of hits on the LOS to get started. There's an armor break, just a stun. So it doesn't look like we're going to see a Daka. It looks like he's quite happy to fight this one out. Thomas actually does like to fight a lot with his Dark Elves. He normally gets stuck in and has a bit of a bang. In with the double skulls. That's an awful time to double skull. In goes the reroll. Does get the tackle mighty blow hit. There's no way he's pomming there. No way, Jose. There isn't a dirty player on the Dorfs. Sometimes you get a dirty play runner, but no, it's not. I don't think I've seen Davo do that before. So easy pickup. The problem is he's gonna get heavily based here, I'd imagine. Is he gonna blitz the sidestep? He could blitz the sidestep. Be interesting to see who he actually blitzes here. Maybe he just blitzes the guard on the corner here. Yeah, so he's gonna punch it outwards so he can pom it. Does get the knockdown. Is he gonna pom? Of course he's gonna pom. And that is a Kaz Delf. And that is a guard, which is probably like one of the bigger threats to Andy's team is the guard. So quite interesting to see like their selection on. Oh, you haven't seen it, Fuds? Yeah, this was played a week ago, mate. It was played like a week ago. Saturday night, I think. Like, I wanted to be up to date, like, by every week rolling, but I've just been so ill that I haven't streamed for a couple of days. So this is the first chance I got to do it. I wanted to do it before the replay disappeared, so just so they're all there. They're all there. So it looks like first sign of blood and the Dark Elves are off. They're like, no, not having none of this. Gonna try and push. Okay, I keep keeping the ball deep. Only short passes in blizzards, right? Yeah, only short passes. So there's no longer bombs. No long bombs, no long passes. But yeah, he looks like he's quite happy to push this side. Does hit the runner as well, which is a really nice target. Does he pom it? He does pom it, and I don't blame him either. It's just a stun. That is by far probably, if you can remove one player from the Dwarf team, it would be the runner, because obviously he's going to be carrying the ball. He's strength 4. He's going to be pretty difficult to sack. There's a failed dodge. Not re-rolling that. Both teams same TV, but the Dorfs have 1,000 more skills. Yeah, and like you think like there's 4 stat ups. There's strength up, movement up on the runner, and then there's strength up, agi up on the blitzer. Which I mean there is 3 agi ups on this dark elf team as well. To be fair, so it's like 4 stat ups to 3. But yeah, the dwarves are notoriously trim TV wise. Just tends to be their thing, right? And Andy's been lucky in the sense that he hasn't taken like any damage like that I can remember. I don't remember him taking any damage. I think he might have had like an MNG dwarf or something, but nothing like major. Which is where the dwarfs really come unstuck when they hit claw pom. Like if you, I don't know if you guys watched Andre versus Velanich, not Velanich, Veliopia. That was an extremely bloody game that basically cost Andre 3 dwarfs and pretty much decided his next round. Is 3 agi ups too much? I'd say no. I'd say no, but if you think about it, if he didn't have one of them, then he might have got a wizard or something like that. I mean, it's 40k TV. I'd say agi 5 is like never too much, but it depends, doesn't it? It really depends. There's the 1 on the pass, so he's down to 1 reroll. He makes the pass. Where's he going? Can he even get out of range here? He's got the screen there. So best Andy can do is base. I mean, this isn't too bad for Andy anyway. Like all he has to do is force the score, and then he's got a 6-turn drive, probably 5-turn drive. But yeah, Delfs being Delfs, just dodging off. I don't know, mate. Like you can, I think managing TV is far more important in the ladder of CCL rather than the actual finals. Obviously, I know I say that, and managing it in the CCL finals is extremely important. But like, it depends what you want to do. You either want to go max and have the best team imaginable, or you can like keep it relatively trim and play the inducements game. Which obviously the inducements game suits elves, right? It suits elves. But the problem is he's very high TV with like no bench. He's got like 1 player on the bench. He did Apo the Kaz earlier, so there's no Apo in play either. Yeah, in this particular matchup, I agree, Veli. I agree in this particular matchup, but overall, and the thing is with elves is like you're gonna get attrition in Chalice. You're just naturally gonna get attrition in Chalice. So this is a rowdy stall. This is a rowdy stall. He's relying on a witch dodge here. There's no tackle though. Oh my god. And he didn't move this one first. Ah. Oh, even if he was sat there, it's still better. I mean, it's still getting sacked, but yeah, that's some turn ordering issue. That is a turn ordering issue, but having said that, I think he was still screwed either way. Like, but yeah, there's no excuse not to move that blitzer first. I know it's a 1 in 36, but they happen. We all play Blood Bowl. We've all suffered them. They always happen at precisely the worst time. They never happen when they're less so important. Yeah, and there's just a straight 2D on the ball. He's got a skillless Lino carrying the ball. There's the AV break. Davo catches the ball. And we've got 4 turns for the Dark Elves to try and recover this ball. And there is already a ton of guards surrounding it. And there's already a ton of guard surrounding the ball. So he's got guard here. The stun there really hurts because it means he can't get an assist through the back. And then leap. I mean, I don't think it even matters. I think if he got the assist there, it's still red dice because it's strength 4. That is horrible for Thomas. Just trying to eke out that 1 extra turn. I completely understand the stall. Completely agree with the stall. But like a 1 in 36 is brutal. Triple reds. Triple reds. And if it's sure hands keeps it. Like even with triple reds, he's still actually made the sack. But sure hands keeps the ball in his hands. This witch is probably not long for the world. We're going to see her get absolutely smashed in the face anytime soon. Yeah, it didn't go as planned. It's a witch that is not going to last very long, that's for sure. So she's out. There's no Apo. Got KO. So he has got a babe. He has got a babe. It is just a KO. I don't know how safely Andy's going to be able to score from here. With the Blizzard with no GFIs, he's got 4 turns and he's all the way in his own end zone. But I'm guessing priority number 1 is not conceding. Like, priority number 1 is not conceding. Priority number 2 would be scoring if you can. Or actually, I'd say priority number 2 would be like chipping some elves. And then priority number 3 would be scoring somewhere down the list. Like, at the end of the day, you just want to get the ball safe. Like you've got an 8-turn drive coming up where you can just stick it in the grinding machine and move forward 2 squares every turn, punching things in the face. And there was an Apo used by Andy there. Was an Apo used by Andy. So neither team has an Apo. But without that witch on the pitch, there's not really anything that's going to sack this ball. So looks like Thomas is going to just try and screen him off. Blitzing stand firm. Gets a pow. Gets a knockdown, no armor break, and just tucks in, yeah, fair. And this is just trying to hold Andy in place, I guess. Every time I see a ball sack that could have been avoided or at least made harder, I think of this. I will check that out later. Yeah, it's harsh, isn't it? The snake is harsh, but like you say, there's no excuse for not moving that blitzer first. Like, unless he was going to make GFIs with it or something like that, or like there's no way I can logically explain apart from just assuming that the 1 in 36 is going to work. And in which case, yeah, it's just rough. So he's going to switch it over to this side. The movement on this runner is amazing, by the way. Like movement 7 on your ball carrier for Dwarfs is basically cheating. It's basically cheating. He has cut himself off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. Not even going to bother with the GFI. I mean, look at this though. Like, it's already an absolute nightmare. Like, and this is just an insight in what's to come for the next half. It's just an absolute nightmare for him. Absolutely chock-a-block, guard everywhere, strength everywhere. And there's how many elves are we at now? So he's only missing the KO and the Kaz. So he's at 9, and it already looks like pretty hopeless for him, to be honest. I mean, it's just how far Andy's going to get with this. He's only got 3 turns, 2 turns left after the 2 turns left for Andy. Dorfs are a fun team. They're not fun when you're playing against them, that's for sure. They're just so good, aren't they? Like, they're so light TV wise for what they get. It's insane. Like, the fact that these 2 teams are even on TV is pretty crazy. Thankfully they get a buff they needed. Thankfully the dwarves have been... Well, they haven't really had a buff, have they? They just didn't get a nerf, and everyone else got a nerf, so... I guess it's like like a roundabout buff, but it's not a direct buff. And like, who knows what they're gonna do, like going forward, what changes they're gonna make to the rules and stuff. Like, I can't imagine that they're not gonna make some changes. So this is going for the long beard here. He wants to get the long beard in range. That's not gonna be in range ever, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This seems a little rowdy. What? Oh, right, okay. It's because TomasT isn't in range. TomasT isn't in range to score, so this is why that turn looked crazy. I was thinking, what the hell is he playing at? But it's because TomasT can't actually score, so it allows Andy to be a bit more free with what he wants to do and stuff. Gets the palm on the dwarf. Of course, it doesn't break armor. Gets a push there. Oh, I was thinking, who am I watching here? What's going on? Like, but no, it's because it's turn 8 for TomasT and there's no one in range. Like, no one even remotely close to being in range. So, I mean, like, even if he chips a dwarf at this stage, it really doesn't mean much because he's got 3 guys on the bench ready to come on. One of these was Apo'd. I think it was the Santa was Apo'd. But yeah, it's pretty brutal. I mean, that would be a nice chip, to be fair. The Agi strength up, but it doesn't get it. Puts the reroll in. It's turn 8. Doesn't matter. This guy's not in range either. So that's GG. Throw a pass. Try and punch something. I'd punch the sidestep guards. Yeah, I'd punch this as hard as I can. With all my might. Can he surf it? He can surf it. Yeah, here we go. Hey? Oh, he's going to go for the Agi and push it into this, right? It's wrestled. There's no Apo for the Dark Elf, so this is pretty terrifying. Gets the push. Uh-oh. That's a 3 dice. Re-rolls it. Gets the push. No. Oh, there's a Kaz. That took a little while, but it comes up with a Kaz. And that is a guard sidestep blodge. That's both his guard that he actually took out. I mean, this first guard was Apo'd, so... But that is a huge miss for TomasT for the second half. Switch the view rounds. Yeah, the Witch doesn't come back from KO either. So it's like basically his best 2 players. Best 2 players is one of his best players and a very, very good player. I mean, you could argue that that's pretty damn good. And the Dauntless, weirdly enough, is actually alright against Dorfs because he's got 2 strength 4s. And obviously his ball carrier is strength 4 as well, so pretty good removals for Andy. Yeah, so Andy's got 8 turns. It's going to be a risky-ish drive, but I mean, with those 2 players gone, he's got to feel much happier about it. Yeah, the nerf to Troll Slayer's ball handling will really ruin Dwarves, yeah. Treeman star player. Oh yeah, I guess that is a buff, isn't it? Like the fact that you can now get Griff on Dwarves, which is just insane. Pretty much Bringer, so he's double ones. I mean, he hasn't lost it yet. But yeah, the snake was brutal. It would have been interesting had he moved the other blitzer. I mean, like, I think even if he had moved the other blitzer, I think Andy could have got there without GFIs. But there would have been like a body around the ball and stuff. Like the scatter direction and everything like that probably wouldn't have been as nice. Because he would have had to go either like round or like round by the end zone. So yeah, he was in trouble anyway, yeah, to be fair. But I mean, the thing is if he scores, he might have got it to overtime, but overtime doesn't bode well for Dark Elves in this matchup either, because they're just going to get absolutely banged on, aren't they? I remember talking I remember talking to Eliod about this game before it actually happens, and he did say, like, he was just like, oh my god, TomasT is just going to get destroyed, like absolutely destroyed. And I was like, yeah? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of that right now, to be fair. In comes the 2D, just a push. I'm pretty sure this guard player is not going to be long for the world. Thomas is quite rowdy as well in like how he plays his Dark Elves as well, so he's going to try and look to cut this off. This is going to require some GFIs, I think, and it's going to require some 3 pluses. Is he going to try and get over here? Or is he just going to sit in the middle there? Yeah, he's just going in, like, does a dodge. And he's just going to base. He does chuck the reroll. He must feel like this is pretty much, yeah. For him to chuck the reroll in there, he probably feels this is lost already, unless he makes a big play. And then I guess he comes in like here or something, tries to separate. Maybe he actually goes 1, 2, like to here, tries to separate these two. He's tried to separate the Dwarfs basically, and not really got it done, to be honest. Yeah, sticking a guard stand firm there is pretty nice. He has got to like secure this ball though. I don't know where he's going to put it. I guess there's a cage here, but this is not great. Oh, this guy can run back. Oh, this is pretty simple, right? So he gets a KO there. This guy, oh, I thought he was going to run back here, and I thought he was going to cage in here. Gets a POW. Follows that. Yeah, gets another KO. So now we're down to 8 Dark Elves. 11 Dwarfs. And is he just going to leave this corner? Oh, he's not even picking up. Right. So he went for the blitzer pickup. He went for the 2+ pickup. Snakes it and catches it on the runner. This is game on. I mean, obviously it requires TomasT not to roll an immediate one. Alright, so in goes the assists. Are we going to 1D this? Looks like we're going to 1D this. No, he's got the second assists. So now it's 2 into red. He can't re-roll it either because he's... Oh, and he fails the GFI. Ball is double tagged though. So... Is he going to hand off? He could hand off on a 2+. Yeah, just hand it off. Get up here. Beautiful. You drop back. And we got a full K. That's pretty much game there, I think. To be honest, I think that's pretty much just game over. Like, I don't see... that was Thomas's big chance, wasn't it? The fact the runner caught it... The fact the runner caught it was... so unfortunate for Thomas. It's like they both had a significant snake. But one was... more significant than the other one, I guess. Like, if the ball's on the floor, down here, he could have just picked it up and scored. Like, to be fair, I think he had the distance. I mean, he probably would have failed the GFIs looking at the dice that he had, but yeah, it was probably last chance. And he's just gonna grind this down. There's another KO. He's got another hit here if he wants it, and he's just gonna slowly bang on these guys. So there's a Kaz, and what, we're down 6 Dark Elves now. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he had the 1 bench. Just throwing bodies at the ball now. This is really comfortable. Oh, he made the dodge. Failed to sack. I mean, even if he sacks it, like, I guess you got an ag 5 or something, but it's unlikely. It would be a million dice. So it'll be interesting to see if he even puts a foul in here. I doubt he will. Don't think he even needs to. But this has got to be like so comfortable. Like for round 3, this has got to be one of his more comfortable games. Like I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna throw it out there. But Andy's game against Troxbirds, which was the Kislev, has probably been his most like challenging game. Like it's the only game he conceded a touchdown in. Like Trox had a wizard, but kind of threw it away really sadly. And it was like the Kislev were like throwing themselves around. Go to bed. Oh, what? Because I said that Troxbird's game was probably his most challenging. It probably was. It probably was his most challenging game in this chalice so far. Is the game against Kislev. Like he kind of steamrolled Eliod Sorks with the like the removals after like the 4th turn or something. There's another. Oh, he's a Kaz Dwarf. There's no Apo. Oh, he's absolutely fine. Just a badly hurt. So absolutely fine. Is he gonna do any weird greedy plays to score on someone? I guess he wants to score on the blitzer. I can't imagine. Like this team is so good. Like I don't even know what else he'd want. Maybe a stand firm. So we've got 2D. Gets the pow. Oh, it's dodged. No tackle. Into the blitzer. And we get another hit. Poor TomasT. Had to sit through all this. I wonder what I wonder whether there was any in-game chat in this one. Right, mighty blow hit on him. Doesn't get him. Does stand up. He's just going to try and pom a dwarf, I guess. Gets a pow. This is a pretty good blitzer. Gets a stun. Alright, so 3 turns left for the Dowie. No nonsense, no messing about. Make it nice and safe. I guess Thomas is just going to pom something every turn. I'd probably stick a foul in. Well, actually, maybe not. You never know. You never know, do you? Something crazy. He might get a riot or something on the kickoff, and you can't risk it. Should foul to make the 1 turn harder. I'd be tempted just to foul the Pomus and no more of my dwarves get hurt. That's all I was thinking. Because he's just like pomming for the sake of pomming, isn't he? He's just like he's not even going for the ball, which is fair. It's all fair. Like this game is over, isn't it? It's just over. But then, like, if you foul it, it gets sent off, and then it gets a riot. Like, it suddenly looks terrible. It's quite funny how he's got like stuns on all these, like now. Yeah, no foul. Just hitting the troll slayer. Dub skulls. How's your luck, TomasT? Never rains but it pours, doesn't it, Blood Bowl? Never rains but it pours. Oh, you'd foul the move blitzer. Yeah, potentially. So boring dwarves get the score, turn 16. Let's see what these KO rolls. He's got a babe and he made 2 out of 5. Wow. He rolled a 2-1-1. That sucks. I don't even think there's a one-turner on here. He's got 2 stand firm. So he's got 2 stand firm on the line. He's got 11 players. So it's the full anti-one turn defense. Movement ag5 is real one turn threat. It is if he had jugs instead of pylon, yeah. I don't even think you can do it. What is it? Movement 8. So he needs like 3 pushes, right? So I guess he's going to try and wrestle this down. You can get 1 push there. I need to fill that square. Perfect defense. And that's that. That's all I have to say about that. That's GG's. When a game really wants you to lose a game of Blood Bowl, this is how it lets you know. This is how it lets you know. It's like, no, you're not winning today, champ. So, pom something. Yep. Such a shame. Such an amazing witch. I bet he had a lot of fun. He failed to dodge. This witch has failed a lot of dodges. There's a push. And there's the pow. Double key. No armor break. So congratulations, AndyDavo. Commiserations, TomasT. Good thrilling game. But yeah, probably decided on a snake. Could he have done anything different? Probably not. But maybe he could have moved the blitzer first. But yeah, solid game from Andy. Not too many questions asked of him, to be fair. We'll see how he gets on in the quarterfinal.